Hello, friends and family. I'll come at you today, Wednesday, the 9th of October. Just keep 'em rolling and rolling. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Hope everyone is well. Probably like a few other folks, my thoughts are with people down in the South, Florida, with the hurricane heading towards land. Not much you can say. Thoughts and prayers won't stop the hurricane, will it? Well, what's on my mind this morning? My music, actually. I have been back in the studio. It's this room. When I turn the computer onto my digital audio workstations, it's a studio. And real happy to say that I've just discovered several things that I'd forgotten about, that I'd recorded, and ideas that I'd tried that these were pretty good. So what I'm saying is, most likely, if there's another Bandcamp Friday in November, I will upload another release of material that I haven't before. As I was going through stuff, I discovered that one of the tracks on D I did release before, but no biggie, since hardly anyone listens to all the music that anyone makes. It's part of what frustrates me about commercial radio, is that it's just become de rigueur that you hear the same songs over and over and over and over again. And it's just such a small palette. So the idea that folks are really listening deeply to everything on my releases I wish that were the case, but I kind of doubt it. So the fact that one song on the new album has been released before is no biggie. Although I am working on making a list so that I can avoid that, seeing what was released on what and from what time period. With that in mind, I intend to drop in here a home video where I've appropriated some images off the internet. That's why I don't upload it regularly, because it's like I don't have permission to use these images, but I found them and they fit the music, and they're fun to watch. And there's, so I'm going to include one for, I believe it's on D after B. I think that's the name of it. But anyway, there's a video here, okay, and then music. So in other news, my main amplifier in the other room, which is an Onkyo that was paid to me as part of payment for a soundtrack I did, has bit the dust. It's $600-700 amplifier, a home studio type of thing with all kinds of stuff on it. Real good sound quality. I'm really sad for the death of it because I've gotten good use out of it. I really like the quality of the sound out of it. It's not an expense that I need right now, is to be buying a new amplifier. So probably going to be switching the amplifier in my bedroom out to the living room for the time being, rather than spending money I don't really have. Jerry King's Cloud Over Jupiter is trying to make waves. It's getting reviews. It's getting radio play. Good on Jerry. This was sent to me by a person who has approached me about collaborating in the past, and it just didn't feel right. But they continue to have sent me music, and this is something they sent me not that long ago, and this is really good. Listen to this a couple times yesterday. Richard Pinhas from Helden. Reverse. I like that graphic. These are drones, and the first drone is the main one. The first drone I had to play a couple times, 16 minutes, and it was really lovely. Could have gone on a lot longer. Something else I pulled and played all the way through, because I had never played it all the way through in one sitting. Microstoria. S&D, probably for sound. Oval, Microstoria, Marcus Pop. That's the fella. That's the... I like this stuff. It's, if I understand correctly, it's made with broken laptops and glitchy CD players. It's this one or it's the other one, but really enjoyed this. Sitting out from my post in the 45 RPM group yesterday, Gastro del Sol, 20 songs less. It's just two pieces. Playing singles is a labor of love, because as soon as you listen to it, you got to flip it over. And we have gotten lazy, not lazy, but we've gotten used to playlists and stuff. So this is labor intensive, which makes it fun to do. Gastro del Sol. Really good. Bundy K. Brown, David Grubbs, people who ended up in Tortoise. Real cool. A couple of albums that got played. A group that I associate with the East Coast Muffins gang and Happy the Man, However, Calling, on the Cuneiform label, Steve Feigenbaum's label. Good on Steve. Musically, this is very good. This is another one where the vocals kind of get on my nerves. This has definitely taken a page out of the Henry Cow Art Bears book. And it's good. Whoever is doing the writing on here, this is some real good writing. Very, very, very good. Prog. There's that dirty word, prog. But this really is progressive. In the same part of my collection was this album. And this was really enjoyable. Michael Howell, In the Silence, guitarist on Milestone. A jazz label that endeavored to become commercial. And there's a lot of stuff on Milestone that is forgettable, but there's a lot of real gems on the Milestone label. And this is one. I've had this for a while. I was thinking about my brother, to be honest, the guitarist. And this came up, and so I said, let me play this again, because I was comparing my brother to Michael Howell, years ago. This guy's good. He's got chops. And this is a very tasty album. Um, there's a couple things where he gets fiery, but it's mostly really beautiful. He's got the cats on here: Benny Maupin, Henry Franklin, Ndugu on drums, Kenneth Nash on percussion. Really enjoyed this all the way through, both sides. A few days ago, well, I had mentioned that I had played this a few days ago, the Secondhand album. Well, I have their other album, Death May Be Your Santa Claus. What a strange band. The vocals here again is like, are we supposed to take those vocals seriously? I suppose so, because the guy sings with the same affected voice on both albums. Sounds like he's some kind of carnival barker or something. It's strange. And the music also at times sounds like the music from, remember the cartoon Dudley Do-Right, you guys my age? A throwback to like the 80s or 1800s or something. Wild, but very imaginative, very creative. I don't follow the words, and sometimes I think it's really the best thing is to just ignore the words and just look at the whole picture. These got played, not yesterday, but in the last few days. Interior, Japanese band that ended up on the Windham Hill label of all things. Not a typical Windham Hill sound. Although there is the acoustic aspect mixed with electronic. There's this album, Interior, Design is the name of the album. This one is executive produced by William Ackerman. This one, though, Interior, which I think is their first album, this is the American version. It has the Japanese cover is nicer. This is produced by my man, Hiromi Hosono. And it's more electronic than this one, but they both go together. And this is, I think you can find these albums cheap. Interior, very good. This got pulled. Unusual. Yuka Gustafsson from the band Wigwam. Toiden Toistoya. After he left the band, he got onto a big religious trip that I think put off a lot of listeners. But the music on here is almost fusion more than prog. Very interesting. I forget what the story is about. Oh, that was something I meant to do. I meant to pull an album because I showed the Turkish electronic music record the other day saying I didn't know any of the artists. I was wrong. It turns out I have an album by Bülent Arel from the Turkish album, Turkish electronic music. I meant to pull it. I think I still will to listen to it. Something else that got played in the last couple days, Peter Seiler, Sensitive Touch on Innovative Communication. Now, I'm going to go ahead and compare myself to this music because this is more wallpapery compared to what I do, but it's in the same vein. But I like what I'm doing better. I do. I just have to say that. I do. And another one that I played mostly, Cube. Some kind of jazz group from, this was okay. It's not straight ahead, but it's not avant-garde either. I like the cover. Cube. That's what I have for you today. So let me stop here. I'm about to forget that I want to edit into this video, a music video of mine. Let me know what you think of it, okay? Hope everyone's okay. Of course, I'll be watching for reports on the weather. Hoping the hurricane, for some reason, decides to simmer down. Wouldn't that be nice? We've already had Helene and all that destruction. Okay. Take care.